Hey guys, today we are building a Georgian colonial style home. Now, if you've been around for a minute, you probably remember this video and are wondering why we are building another Georgian. However, if you read the video title, you know that we are building the real-life home of none other than Noah Webster. Yes, the dictionary guy. Whether you love or hate his magnum opus, you have to admit building his house is very fitting for the first Build Like a Nerd video of the school year. As you can see, we are building and furnishing today, so it's a nice long video and chapters have been added for your convenience. Let's refresh ourselves on the history of the Georgian colonial, talk a little bit about the king among nerds himself, and then build this gorgeous family home. The Georgian architecture era was from 1714 to 1830 and was so named for the British kings George who were reigning at the time. George I, George II, George III, and George IV, who I think I missed last time, so we'll leave his picture up for a few extra seconds. The Georgian style relies heavily on symmetry and references the classical architecture of Greece, and therefore also Rome, the little thieves. You can see this in the Georgian colonial style home of the United States in the symmetrical windows, chimneys, and floor plan, as well as the traditional small front covered porch with the classical columns framing it. In the past, when I have made home styles named after British monarchs, I nearly always get comments saying, "That's not what they look like." I know, because my grandma's cousin's ex-husband's niece's bestie lives in one in XYZ place. So I want to quickly remind you that the British were literally all over the map at this time, so there was Georgian architecture everywhere. However, the exact outcome of the Georgian architectural era's influence varied widely depending on local climate, history, access to materials, general wealth, and so on. So if you don't live in the US, this home might look different, but that doesn't make this house not a Georgian. This particular home was built very late in the period, in 1823. While the names of the builders have been lost to history, we do know Noah Webster had this home built in order to be closer to family. It was while living here that he published his magnum opus, An American Dictionary of the English Language, in 1828. This was far from the first dictionary ever compiled and wasn't even Webster's first, but the 70,000 separate entries went far beyond any yet created. According to the Merriam-Webster website, Webster learned 26 languages to better research the origins of our language, and overall remained dedicated to his lifelong mission of making education in all subjects accessible to as many people as possible. How many words are in the American English language? It is difficult to say, as language is constantly changing, but it could be near 500,000. Speaking of 500,000, you're probably thinking the Webster family must have been incredibly well off to afford such a stately home, but this was actually a completely reasonable working to middle class family home at the time. Shout out to the guide on site for talking with me for at least half an hour about the history of the home, sharing fun facts like the affordability, and for helping me answer some remaining questions about the layout of areas that were off limits to guests. I forgot to ask if sharing their name was okay, so I won't, but on the off chance you see this, thank you again. Oh, yeah, did I mention this video was created in collaboration with the Henry Ford? This is the fourth and final video created with them this year, and the story of how the home got into their care is it almost didn't. If you're not familiar with Greenfield Village, it's an outdoor museum that hosts a collection of historically significant homes and buildings from all across the states and even around the world. It includes, for example, the Wright Brothers bicycle shop, the birthplace of Henry Ford, a recreation of Thomas Edison's laboratory complex, and of course this home that once belonged to Noah Webster and his family. After housing multiple generations of Websters, the house was deeded to Noah's alma mater, Yale University, in 1918. However, soon enough it was the Great Depression, the tax burden of keeping the old home was weighing on the university's budget, the building itself was in disrepair, and the university needed to build some updated housing close by, so it was slated to be demolished in early August 1936. The local newspaper, the New Haven Register, began a campaign to save the Webster home. Retired journalist Arnold Dana offered funds, but it was not enough alone. The society known as Historic New England refused to step in as many updates and changes had been made over the years, and no local museum alone had the funds necessary. In the end, we can really thank Ralph Sennett, who managed a historic inn that had been restored by Henry Ford, for reaching out to the creator of Greenfield Village himself. Ford was contacted within a few days of the demolition date and quickly paid a $100 deposit to keep the home from being demolished, following up with a visit in September and final payment of about $1,000 to complete the purchase. He admired the work Webster had done for education and the American English language and had the house moved to the village later that month. Believe it or not, 20 years of college freshmen did not leave the house in the best shape. However, Ford was able to collect many documents and photos of the house over the years and proceeded to set in motion a restoration project to be appreciated for decades to come. And now here we are, 88 Septembers later, moving it into a video game. Life is crazy, man. One of the things I appreciated most about the houses in the village was the absolutely insane attention to detail. While obviously we will never know the exact elements used in any of these homes, great care has been taken to source or replicate historically accurate furniture. Paint, wallpaper, rugs, carpet, everything. This of course gives us a great base to build from today, as much of the restoration and what was here originally work has been done for me. Thanks guys! Some things you might have already noticed is the absence of the large bay windows and how the addition has been moved. The bay windows were added in the Victorian era, and many windows were refitted at the time as well to be 1/1 instead of the traditional 6/6, 8/8, or 9/9 that would have been in the home originally. The main house windows have since been reconfigured to match the original home, including refaking the window above the front door, which would have simply been done for what we would call curb appeal. However, the addition is something I will be changing. It originally held the kitchen and a room for Lucy. I will get more into household members in a second. Anyway, currently the addition sits one level down from the home so that the second story is now a theater highlighting the life of Noah Webster, and the kitchen area is now a walkout basement for staff and storage. As you know, the purpose of this series is to find the best balance of real life and making things make sense in the game. So, of course, I will be bringing the kitchen back, and I will try to make the home be set up as it would have been when the Webster family lived there in the mid-1800s. I will be basing the furniture and decor on what is in the house currently, but will be rearranging a couple of rooms as the way the house is set up now was after several room changes have been made. Basically, it will work better as a family home for your Sims if I fudge things a little, so I will. I will also be adding bathrooms, cause, we need those. The Websters weren't vampires. I also have been unable to find second story layout plans for the addition, so that's where I will be taking the most creative liberty. I may be making a few other small adjustments, but we can get into those as we get building. The last thing we have to determine is who all is living here. Noah and his wife Rebecca had 8 children with 7 surviving past infancy. Now please know genealogy isn't one of my strong points, and I don't have exact dates for a lot of this, but to the best of my knowledge at the time of building this home, firstborn Emily would have been 33, married, and probably had at least a few of their 6 kids. Frances would be 30 and married, but I don't know if they had kids. Harriet would be 26 and married. Mary would have passed away 4 years prior at 20 years old and left behind her daughter Mary, who grew up in the Webster's home. William would have been 22, so I'm going to guess he would be moved out at this point. Eliza would have been 20, but I'm not sure whether she was married yet. Henry passed away as an infant but would have been 17, and the youngest child, Louisa, would have been 15. There was also Lucy Griffin, a freed black woman who worked for and lived with the family. Now, I know these ages are all based on 1823, but remember, we are messing around a little, so I will be including the addition with Lucy's bedroom and the kitchen, and I will be decorating the bedrooms in congruence with the ages listed because I can. Ha ha. Let's be completely honest, I just want to make Mary a cute little nursery and build a happy family home inspired by one of the greatest minds in the United States colonial era. As always, you can find references and images down below in the linked Pinterest board. Because I visited this home in person thanks to the Henry Ford, a lot of this footage is just mine, so that's not on the Pinterest board, but if for whatever reason you would like access to it for your own projects, you know how to contact me. As you can see, there are dimensions on the floor plan. I'm going to ignore that and just go off the windows and fireplaces. Starting in the corner of the parlor, for example, I'm just going to do wall, window, wall, window, wall. Ta-da! And then we have about 1 fireplace on one side and just over a fireplace on the other side. So I'm going to call that 2 tiles for the wall, 2 tiles for the fireplace, and 3 more tiles on the other side. We also have this room, which I'm not sure what the original purpose of this room was, but later on this was transformed into Rebecca's dressing room. Now this one should be about 3.5 tiles. So for now, I'm going to make it 4, and the library looks like a square, and then the hallway will of course just plop right down here. The hallway would be closer to 2.5 tiles. I might go up to a 3 tile hallway. Let's see how that looks with doors and windows. This isn't our end door, I just need a door, and that was available. Same with these windows, not our end windows. Just checking to see if that looks good. Technically we'll be doing windows with shutters, so they'll look a little bit wider, and I think that'll be all right. So for the sitting room, we can see that the wall actually comes across about here, which would make us have 2 walls for the fireplace, and then 2 more walls, which looks about right there as well, so we'll do that. All right, so next up we're going to do the dining room, and this one's a little bit tricky, again, just because the tile counts don't 100% work out. Like, it looks like this wall should come across here, so we can go ahead and rectangleify this. But there's like a hallway coming around here, and then there are stairs coming around here, and there's a fireplace here that would also be in the kitchen. So when we put fireplaces in and finalize the kitchen and hallways and everything, that might change a little bit. I think I'll put my stairs here. The extension will come here. Let's see. Wall, window, wall, wall, door, wall, wall, window, wall, window, wall, wall. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just put a little patio there, and while we're here, let's also add this to our front door, which actually will look so much better being 3 tiles wide. And there's also a small porch back here, which I believe does have that little curve to it. So that's what we're going to do with that. Add this little bit here for our stairs to connect to. This wall we are going to remove. I'm thinking about bumping this back and recessing the fireplace in the dining room, but it looks like the fireplace is more centrally located in the dining room. But I need a door on this side, and I also need stairs over here. So this has to be 2 tiles of wall. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I think it's just gonna have to be on the wall for gameplay purposes. So yeah, little things like that have to be different. In order for the game to actually function. Super duper fun. Looks like we've got sort of a switchback situation. So I'm gonna pop that here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a hot mess. I'm supposed to be able to put basement stairs over here as well. Yeah. Oh, wait, we can. Oh, heck yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and wall this off. I don't like that. Okay, this is just going to make getting the fireplace and the whole kitchen space is just going to be really messed up like that. More new plans. I warned you in the beginning. I think in order to get everything to work and look decent, we are going to go ahead and skip the basement stairs over here and skip the going upstairs over here. I think that is what's going to work best for us today. I also still actually have to finish getting the walls over here. So we are supposed to have a hallway here. Actually, the more I look at it, I said I wasn't going to use the floor plan conversion calculator, but I think I am. The width of these rooms is, I'm so blind. I think it says 15.5, so let's do 15.5. That is saying 6 tiles. This might solve a lot of our problems if I just make it wider. This is why you should just use the conversion calculator, guys, linked down below. The great widening has occurred, so I have extended pretty much every room by 1 tile in each direction, keeping the stairs where they are. I did move these stairs, I widened the basement. Our hallway actually makes sense as 2 tiles now. Still have to sort out the rest of the kitchen. Now it says the kitchen is 19 feet 10. I believe that is from this wall to whatever wall will go over here. So put that in my calculator again. And that does say a solid 8 tiles. So 8, that'll put us about there. Does that look about right to you? Honestly, that looks pretty close to me. I'm pretty happy with that. We will also have a pantry area here. I know that there's also a smaller closet. I'm not gonna bother with the smaller closet. And then this is a separate room. Let me get some lights in. Okay, so here's my comparison. I'm pretty happy about this, and I'm pretty excited to get it on the gallery for you guys. I think I'll actually be able to do the core of this just base game and upload a base game family home Georgian extension shell for all y'all, and then actually go through and furnish. Normally I just do that for the Rebuild Like a Nerd series, but I feel like this would be an excellent candidate for that process as well. So we do still need to do the upstairs. It's a Georgian though, so it's pretty much just going to copy darn near exactly what's on the first floor. Like for Mary's room, we're gonna put that here, and for Louisa's room, we're gonna put that here. Actually, it does look like Louisa's room is maybe a little bit wider on the second story. Sure, we'll go with that. Initially, this would have been the main bedroom for Noah and Rebecca. However, when Rebecca's health got worse and she had to move downstairs to sleep in what was originally the library, Webster actually moved out of this room and into his study here. And I'm also unsure as to what this room was initially because the map that I have has this listed as a book exhibit. There also should be stairs over here, but there aren't. And we do know that the addition had a second story as well, which again, I was not able to find a map for. A lot of this stuff is just super duper old information, so it's not really surprising that we don't have, or that I specifically as just a normie does not have access to it. So we are going to make this up. I'm going to start by putting in a bathroom. For the most part, I think I'm probably going to follow roughly the same placement for our walls. So we will have a room here and then another room down here. So yeah, I'm gonna add a bathroom upstairs because we need one. We also have this spot in the hallway, which really isn't being used for anything other than a window. So I might adjust the placement of the doors down here and put a bathroom here next to the kitchen, which seems like a reasonable spot for a bathroom when you consider plumbing and all those other expensive things, you know? And then the basement, I guess we do need some sort of like supporting beams or something. Let me use my basement tool to copy some of these walls. This is not necessarily because this is how the floor plan would have been. Like, we can't just be supporting walls in thin air. So that's what I'm going to do here. This is basically like standing in his beams. I'm probably not going to do much down here. Anyway, hey look guys, we built a house. Isn't that beautiful? If we take a look at the outside, obviously we can tell it is on a bit of a foundation, so I'm just going to pop that up and cross my fingers it doesn't mess with my basement stairs too much. I don't think I'm going to be doing an attic. We might add a ladder up to an attic space. Should these walls be lining up? Yeah. Okay, that's my bad. Oh yeah, that actually makes so much more sense. All right. Anyway, Attic. So we are actually doing a front-facing gable, which I did not do in my initial Georgian video. However, when I was building those Georgians, the rooms were actually wider than they were long, or they were more square, so overall the build was wider than it was deep. However, in this case, our build is deeper than it is wide, so it makes 110% sense to actually have a front-facing gable. What else are we gonna have to do with this? Well, you know what, let's roof the back over here, shall we? Which, according to this picture, looks like it's a very low pitch. So what I'm going to do for this one is, I believe, a half-hipped roof piece, wherein the hipped portion is going to be facing the back of the build. The gable will be facing forward. But that's it for the roof, though. So, oh no, I guess not. I guess we do technically still have to roof the back deck. It doesn't appear to still have that curve. It appears to have been squared off, and that'll make it easier to roof anyway. So let's just do that, shall we? Grab a square. I'm still going to make it 4 tiles deep. And the way that the stairs are actually currently set up would have them coming down this way. However, it's also on a significantly different slope terrain-wise than it was initially, so I think I am just going to stick with stairs like so. I think that'll make more sense for our flat piece of land here. And then for roofing it, I'm gonna take another one of these half-hipped roof pieces, push it in, pull it over. Oh, I guess I'm on the wrong level. And we are going to pitch this down pretty severely. I do want to be able to put windows above it. So let me just throw on some siding real quick. We're just doing white horizontal siding. Do we have wide white siding? I guess this is what I've got. Now, is that right? Or would it be better to go with the narrow? It's like halfway in between. So I guess I'll go with the narrow stuff here. Foundation is stone, a nice flat stone, which I think we should be able to get almost identically with this. That's pretty close. I'm just going to put this everywhere for now. I know that I'm going to have to change a couple things. I'm okay with that. Now the back, the addition is brick. I'm going to go with, I think, this one, this Better Days brick. I like the slight variation in colors on it, so grab that. And I would think the foundation for this area would be brick as well, but to make it look, oh gosh. See, because now these bricks aren't going to match those bricks, which is going to bother me. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's do a plain foundation all the way around. Is it going to be slightly less accurate? Yes. Do I think it's worth it for having a much less busy foundation, especially when we're already working with shutters and siding and bricks and all sorts of other things? Yeah, I think it'll be good. I do need some stairs up the front. I'll go through and replace some of the stair type things as well with like the right color and whatever. For my columns, I think I'm going to probably use this one. Okay, but now the columns don't have anything to stand on, which makes me want to change my foundation again. I assure you all of the changes I am making are in the best interest of the player, who is the end audience for this. So I'm gonna be okay with it. It's gonna be fine. We're going to do another super duper low pitched half-hipped roof piece here. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, I am wondering if I should pull this out an extra tile. I think I'm also going to actually put a platform here, because then I can grab a platform trim, which is here, and then grab a floor trim, the dental one, and place that here. Maybe we don't need the platform. We just need the floor trim, and then to extend this, and then add a different roof trim. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All things considered, that looks pretty good. Initially, a lot of Georgian homes would have 6/6, 8/8, or possibly 9/9 windows. It depends on the exact location and era, blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? Math. Count how many panes of glass are on the top part of the window, count how many are on the bottom part of the window, and that's what you got. This would be a 4/4. This would be a 1/1. This we've got a 4/4 with shutters. I would like a 6/6 with shutters. Do I have 6/6 with shutters? I seriously doubt it. That's a very specific ask. Okay, yeah, not really, so we're just gonna go with this one. Okay, so I'm gonna press F5 to toggle quarter tile placement. So I want them here, I believe, and then we'll put them over here as well. And then matching placement upstairs. And then this window would actually be a fake window, which I think we have. I don't remember if it's in the windows, the one with the closed shutters. Oh, this isn't even the same size as the rest of the windows, because that would be way too handy. What window is this supposed to match then? This one? Nope, it's just hanging out all by itself. Well, I really wanted to close that in and be closed in, but I can't be having a window that's the wrong size. I am going to have to put that window back in. I'm really sorry. I cannot bring myself to put the wrong size window there, though. Now, up top here, I don't think we have an ornament like this. We do have a big-ish glass window. While we're here, we should probably finish up our roof trim and everything. So I'm gonna use this roof trim. As you can see, there's a bit of detail initially on the roof, but like that just doesn't look right. And yeah, it's not gonna be good. Hey guys, sometimes I don't quite do things right. I should have put a floor here. So we're gonna do that so that we can actually have that floor trim. And now that there's a floor there, I can grab this same trim that we've been using and pop it there. It is gonna make me move my windows down, but I'm okay with that. Now for the front door, what do we have? What do we have? This one from Discovery University is actually pretty close, but if I were to go with just the base game, I'd probably pick this one or this one. I know it has the glass in the door and our door does not have glass, but it's better than this. And we don't want something quite this grand. What else do I have to change out here? I do still want to match our foundation. Now this foundation's looking a bit more on the red side, but this comes in gray. So if I wanted to warm it up, I'd have to do something else. And we're not going back to this because then the columns are floating and it's a whole mess. So keeping it here, we're going to make it gray instead of brown. And then unbent smoothness should have a close-ish match to the foundation color, maybe? That'll be all right. So anyway, I'm going to copy these same stairs to place over here. And I should just be able to copy these exact same stairs to place over here. There's a stone walkway heading up to it currently, and I like that this stone matches multiple of the grays that we've been using. I feel like I can tie everything together. So we're gonna use that. I need more windows. Oh, I also didn't actually retexture the roof. I can see that the back roof for the addition was metal, or it is metal now anyway. I know that I could see. But I might go with these just because they're my favorite and I don't have a reason not to. Now I am going to have to take my same floor, copy and place it over my addition to make sure I get that floor trim because we can't use the freeze. And I believe that there's also a window back here. That's nice, right? All right, now in the interest of being able to see, I'm going to put in these tiny can lights. I'm shrinking them down by pressing on my end bracket keys. Here's what I'm thinking, is I'm probably just going to, once again, leave these in and add accent lights so that you can actually see what's going on in your house if you decide to play in it. And if you decide that you want to like live off the grid or only use gas lamps or something, you can totally do that. But I would like to see and actually record a decent video where you can see. So we're going to do that. Anyway, what I was actually doing was going back inside to work on placing the rest of my windows. I'm going to use this floor plan for reference. So for our parlor, we had about two tiles. Yeah. All right. So we'll put that there. We'll put this here and we'll put this here. Yeah, so there is a window over here and there are two windows in the dining room. Now it does look like this window is closer to the wall, maybe about here, and this one's a bit further out from the wall, maybe about here. So I guess that's what we're doing. And then the second floor should mostly match windows wise since the floor plan is pretty much the same in the fireplace placement and all that stuff. So we'll just match that. And then for the kitchen, there are a couple of windows here. And then it looks like for this bedroom area, oh, there is another door back here as well. I missed that. So we're going to add this window right over here and add another very small little walkout point here. And then I can match my tile, bring that around. Okie dokie. Oh wait, there's another door here too. There are lots of doors. All right, and then also a couple more windows on this wall. Looks like they're pretty much in the middle. There's also a window here looking out over the deck. Put that there. And then upstairs, I'm going to try and mimic the same window placement again. Oh, and then these will match where the doors are. We really need to finish adding these doors too, though. I'm going to keep with this door for my exit door here and also here, I think. Put that here. That here, put that here. I think those are all of the exterior doors. Oh, that's right. I was thinking about adding a bathroom somewhere down here as well. I think I'm gonna put it here. I think I'm gonna add a bathroom here. I don't know about you, but I've been in many a bathroom that just directly overlooks the deck. It's extremely uncomfortable. I don't know why people do it, but here we are. That is going to mess a little bit with some of our door placement, but that's okay. We had to move some stuff around. Anyway, also, we have yet to have a base game indoor medium wall height door, and I'm so sad about that. We don't even have any decent arches. We just have this, which is so limited in the scope of what styles are appropriate. Anyway, got quite a mix of doors happening. Maybe I go with the 2-panel because I want this to have the same door everywhere. It's just going to make my life so much easier. So initially we'd have this archway, actually more like here. And then this door should be like over here, but I'm just going to place it directly across from the archway. And then we'll have this door over here. And we'll also have a door over here. Oh, there's so many doors. This door here. We have a door into the pantry. We have a door back here into a closet that we aren't building. We have a door here. Maybe we'll put another bathroom over here. Because I know that we don't live in Webster's time, but I'm thinking that if I were to have somebody living at my house and helping with my child, I would want them to have a nice little apartment situation. So let's do that. How do you guys feel about this? How do you feel about the mix of reality and history, and how do you feel like I'm doing at it? Let me know in the comments down below. And this door should be about here with level with the base of the stairs, or is that an archway? I kind of like the bigger arches over here. Let's stick with those. That is a lot of doors. Guess what? Time to move upstairs. This should be much more simple though. So I'm just going to take my same door. Ooh, you know what? There is technically a closet in Mary's room. So the fireplace would be here, and there's like a tiny, tiny little closet right here. Should I keep that closet or should I adjust it a little bit? I guess I'll keep it at least for now. We might replace it with a get-together wardrobe when we go through later. I'm pretty sure this is where the doors go though. Yeah, and currently there are stairs over here, but again, we're replacing that with a bathroom, so that you can actually, like, I don't know, play in this house and not die. You're welcome. Also, right now, this actually exits to a whole ramp situation, which we're not going to do. I'm just going to bring this out and connect it with the front sidewalk area. I have here a door between Louisa's room and the guest chamber. However, if I'm remembering or understanding what I was reading correctly, Louisa was the youngest daughter of the Websters, and she was mentally disabled, mentally handicapped. They probably had a different word for it back then. But I don't know if this door was added specifically so that Louisa would have access to her parents here, or if the door was added later. I don't know when this door was added. So I'm going to put it there because it's currently in the home and I really don't have a good reason not to put it there, especially considering that they already were aware of Louisa's condition by the time this home was being built. It would also explain why this room wouldn't have a fireplace. That would probably be for safety. Anyway, and then this will be Mary's bedroom, who would have been about 4 or 5 years old when moving into this home. So we'll probably do like a cute little nursery in here. That's not how the home is currently set up. I believe the home is currently set up closer to the end of Webster's life, but I want to make a nursery. Also, we have a nursery kit coming out soon, so how do you guys feel about that? I don't like it. There are also a whole bunch of doors happening here that I'm not really sure of the origins. I don't know if these doors were originally here or not. It feels like they may have been added specifically for exhibit purposes, especially this one. So I'm gonna get rid of that, but I might leave this door between these two. Oh, that's right. I was also talking about potentially adding a ladder up to the attic space. I wonder if, since we're moving stuff around over here anyway, if we could add an access point to the attic over here. I'm going to grab a door. I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to see if the door clips out of the building when I put the roof back up. It does not. Okay, so in theory, your Sim should actually be able to access the attic space. Again, I'm not going to do anything with the attic, but it is nice to know that your Sims could go up there and get trapped up there and die. So there you go. You're welcome. I'm going to be laying down some wooden floors. There were a lot of carpets and rugs that were laid over them, but I think I'm going to start with wood here, at least for like the base game upload. I think I'll go with wood and some more simple, maybe like just whitewashing paints and some simple fireplaces and stuff. And then we'll branch out to more of the other packs. I just really want you guys to be able to take advantage of this very nice house in just your base game. So, ooh, should we do some, ooh. These are really pretty floors, actually. I do have a shot of the floor, and it is this color. The stairs are a darker wood color, though, in the banister, which makes me wonder if the original floors were darker. Yeah, I can't quite tell what the initial floor was. So because I just have this floor in the office, I guess this is about the floor I'm going to be looking to go with. I guess the stairs I can change. They should have a runner on them. That is not an option, so we're just going to grab some wooden stairs. Oh, I was also going to grab this tile and put it in the kitchen, put it around where our fireplaces are going to be. I'm also going to put stone in the bathrooms. There should also probably be fireplaces in here. This would be above the kitchen. Yeah, let's say that there are going to be a couple fireplaces there too. I'm going to grab this one and place it in. We might be able to get a better match later. And I'm holding shift to place multiple. Usually fireplaces only place one. So since I'm placing 7,008, hold shift to place all of them. So for the walls, again, going off the office, I'm just gonna grab some nice plain, I think, plaster. I don't want the stucco. That's a little bit too textured for what I'm looking for here. That's, you know what, that'll work. All right, that's our base. We'll go through and add wallpapers and everything. You know what, that's pretty nice. Let's put our columns back here. So doot. We should be able to get a pretty good match on our fence. Oh, sorry, I'm leaning way away from the mic. Should be able to get a pretty good match on our fence. Yeah, that looks about right. All right, and then inside, I do wonder if I can get a railing that has a different color handrail and actually looks decent. What do you think? Will it be possible? Oh, actually, this would work pretty well. Yep, we're gonna go with that one. I'm gonna draw this around here to protect our stairs. I'm also gonna put this in here to protect these stairs. Okay, is there anything else that I'm super duper obviously missing? Should I finish I guess I'll put the bathrooms in. All right, I'll put the bathrooms in. I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't I probably do the kitchen too for the gallery people? I probably should, but I don't think I'm going to. I think that you're smart enough to figure that one out by yourself. I trust you. Does that mean I don't trust you to figure out the bathrooms by yourself? Not necessarily. I just thought that having random rooms full of tile would be a little bit weird, especially since this house doesn't have the traditional number of bathrooms you'd expect to see in such a large home, especially on The Sims where stuff is basically free. All right, I'm going to put this base game only shell on the gallery for anybody who may be interested in it, and then we'll go through all of my room references and materials once again, piece by piece, and see what we can match up. So I'm going to start in the hallway, and this is the best video that I have of the hallway and what I'm going to be trying to replicate with the carpet and the general like furniture vibes and all that stuff. So the first thing is definitely checking out our wallpaper selection. Now I know that we definitely don't have this exact pattern. I was thinking about using this one. It's definitely a bit more on the geometric side, but it has some of the same shapes, it has the same colors. We could just go with a stone like this, which I don't really like. We also have this one. This might be a better color. And this, which is plain, but we're bringing in some of the paneling and stuff so that maybe it's an option. So I feel like those are the best options I have as far as matching this wallpaper. Now for carpet, obviously, we really don't have that many great carpet options. But if we want to bring in some of the same colors, we might be able to use the vampire's carpet. This one in particular is pretty busy for such a large space. And we're gonna have to go with heavily inspired by. For closer to the right colors, but maybe not the right patterning, we have this option from Dine Out. That's what that's called. We also have like this tigery stripe type version, which I'm not as big a fan of. And of course we have like the trumpet vine type stuff. This one, it does have multicolor options, not quite the right era. What about one of these with the scrolls? You know what? This might be a good compromise because it's low contrast. It has the red in it, which is one of the primary colors we see here. I kind of like that one. Because the carpet is quite busy, I think I'll go with one of the calmer wallpapers. I think we'll go with that. So that's what our hallway is looking like currently. And we should have a, yes. Okay. Well, this isn't quite the exact same chair here, but it does look fairly similar, so I'm going to pull that out as an option. There's also this one, which is pretty good. Now, my question is, was this an early access item? I don't think so. I think that this was the this is the early access one, so we won't be using that. What other videos of the hallway do I have? Oh, I do have this one, which displays sort of an arch in the hallway, sort of here-ish. See, these are quite square columns with just a little bit of detail. This one maybe? This is from Get Together, which everybody knows I love. And then we just have to see if there are actually any spandrels that we want to use in this situation. Oh, I do not have my hopes set very high for this one. Oh wait, there's this one from Cats and Dogs. How did I miss that? Still might change it back over to white just to accentuate it. Does this actually come in white? It has a gray. Got this Ann Arbor. It's not the exact same, but I think it gives the same vibes. All right, and then we're gonna put our little chair over here. I think I'm gonna go with this one because I like it better. We know that there's a light. We know that it's hanging down from the ceiling. We know that there's a bit of a wire frame to it, or metal. Oh yeah. Here, let's just use this lantern. The particular table had quite a unique shape. I know that we do not have that in the game, and I think I'm probably just going to go with this one because I do like the size of it. So there we go, and then I'm gonna get an old book. I'll just go with these. That looks cute. All right, I guess if this is a family home, they'd probably be dumping their coats and stuff somewhere. Okay, we already know I never know where to find the coat racks and stuff. See this, because this isn't what I want. What I want is like the coat stand. All right, now we also live in Connecticut. We are getting an umbrella stand. I've heard that it rains a lot over there on the East Coast. There, that's all I want. Just a spot. Still not 100% sure what this space was for. It's just like a wee little bit of a hallway. So, we'll leave that there and then maybe add more stuff if we decide we need more stuff. Now the sitting room, oh, I'm so excited about the sitting room. Do you know why I'm excited about the sitting room? Or sorry, the parlor, the front room. Look at this. Look at the wall color. And this is, remember, this is all historically accurate. So I'm going to pop over to wallpapers, I'm going to show all, and I'm just going to sort by green, and I'm going to see what we have. But this is one of the things that the guides that were working on site were really, really keen on sharing, was just that the Henry Ford has gone through such great lengths to be as accurate as possible so that you're getting a faithful representation of what walking through history would have actually been like. Now, granted, they don't use all the same toxic materials that would have been used back in this time because science has progressed so very much. Isn't that delightful? Now, there is a chair rail here, and I have to decide which is more important, getting the green right or getting the chair rail right. Okay, this will be option 2. I don't love it. I don't know what is going on here, guys. Okay. I definitely prefer this color even if it doesn't have the chair rail, so I think I'm going to be going with that one in here today. And we get a quick look at the carpet. It's got some beiges, some greens. This kind of looks green-ish, but it's really more of a gray, but it's got some gold in it, some beige. And the pattern, you know, the kind of frilly pattern is pretty good. So I feel like that might be our option there. And then I'll try to pull this all together with furniture and art. We can switch the fireplaces out now that we're expanding a little bit, because I think we do have a better fireplace match. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of, but this has the mirror on top of it. There is this one actually from Paranormal, which is pretty cute. How about this one? This, you know what? We might end up going with this one again. This is just such a great fireplace. Oh, wait. You know, I'm really feeling drawn to this one. I think we're gonna go with that one. Also on the fireplace, as long as we're here, let's see if we have any good candlesticks. We do. Oh, goodness gracious. I was not expecting to be using this new pack so much. I haven't even played with it. It's just been so helpful for the last 2 videos randomly. Like, what? 2 completely different videos as well. What else? Some little clutter bits and bobs. I wonder what would happen if we sorted clutter by some of the styles up here. Because I would like some French country, farmhouse, vintage. Yeah, what do we have? Cool. Well, it narrowed our options down, and I don't really care for any of them except maybe this little framed picture here. So that'll work, I guess. And we need a nice portrait. Who should we put up here? Ah, here we go. Let's put that in there. Very, very nice. Oh, we should have a couple of smaller pictures over here as well, and I think I will use this. And then we do have 2 more portraits over. Oh, that's right, because this archway wasn't in there. Currently, there's a sofa here. Now, do we actually have a couch that matches this shape? Because this is kind of the right shape, but it's way, way too fancy, and that's the closest color we have. Ugh. Don't like that. I'd rather go with something less obnoxious. This one's not too bad. It's Art Nouveau. I recognize that. It's a much newer style. Gosh, that's so funny to say. We're trying to furnish based on the late 1800s, and this is early 1900s. Both so old to us today. But anyway, it's got the right colors and the general right shape. Wait, wasn't there like another fancy pants space game chair? This one. Yeah. You go with that one. Yeah, a little bit lighter. I mean, obviously ours is the black and then the light wood frame or mid-tone wood frame, but I think we're gonna go with that there. There's currently a table and chairs set up in there as well. So I want a table with a tablecloth, if I can get it. Preferably a pedestal table. Ours is square with rounded corners, but I'm willing to go with a circle. Looks like it's about a 1.5 tile table, which we all know doesn't exist. Oh, there's also this bistro one. No, I think I do kind of like the cottage living one better. See if we have a good table lamp. This one's sort of like almost like a candlestick except with an orb on the top, which I guess makes sense. That's probably what it was. Jellyfish. This might accomplish the same look. Yep, I think that's gonna be my best option. Grab some little chairs. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Now currently the chairs are sort of set around the room. I'm guessing that's sort of to fill the room a little bit, but I'm just gonna go ahead and pull them all into this table for some conversating. Or maybe we'll even move this over by the windows. I have not studied extensively, I know you're gonna be shocked, furniture layouts and how they've changed over the years, so this might be a more modern layout. I don't really care. Actually, you know what? Over here would be an even better spot for it. It would actually fit over here. I don't know if coffee tables were a thing. I definitely want a sitting chair though, like an armchair. Does this particular couch have a matching armchair? Because I will just go with that. I think this is the match. Oh, I forgot to actually check and see if this had a dark wood with the like dark blue or whatever, but it has the dark with the brown. There's a lot of brown in here. does have the black with the gray, which would fit in with the other stuff we got going on. The bright green, don't know about the bright green. Yeah, maybe we do go with this. All right, I'm just gonna bring in a couple of extra chairs just to try to fill in the space and help it make sense. This would be a more formal area though. This would not be where all the kids would be hanging out and playing. That would be more this room from my understanding. This is like the super fancy room, and that's why they have the super fancy, super bright, probably radioactive paint going on. I really want a coffee table just because that's me. Maybe one of these with some inlay. Do you think that's reasonable? I feel like we need more candles. Maybe a nice bouquet of fresh flowers. Gosh, what does that look big to anybody else? This looks like a huge vase of flowers. What The Sims decides is an appropriate scale for items is just so confusing to me. You know what? Here, we're just gonna shrink it down. It'll make it be nice. What else are, oh, curtains, 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 curtains. Oh, this is not gonna be pleasant. Current curtains that are in there do have the the box across the top. Should I use this? Oh, that's too big. Maybe I just go for, oh gosh, that's somehow worse. How are they all so bad? Genuine question. Or do I just not understand and loathe curtains? That, you know, I'm willing to consider that is part of the problem here, is I'm just not a curtains person. Okay, I could see these working. Again, is it like totally accurate to what's currently on display? No. Will it work? Mostly yes. I'm going to move the window over so that the curtains don't catch on fire, which I'd have to do up here anyway if I'm also gonna add curtains, so no big deal, no big deal. Maybe we'll put like a hutch or something in here with some fancy plates that we can't touch. I feel like we kind of need to fill in some of the space, you know? And the library is like right here, so I don't feel like we need to put bookshelves in. And again, you shouldn't be like hanging out in this space anyway. We also had 2 portraits on this wall, but again, there's a door on this wall, so I think we should move those portraits over to this wall with these. This is pretty big, but I feel like if we shrink it down a couple times, you know, it'll be all right. There we go. Tempted to bring in more plants. I don't know if houseplants were a thing, but also I don't think your Sims are capable of living in a space without houseplants. I think that would just be cruel and unusual punishment. So I'm going to bring in a houseplant. All right. Also, this room is currently on display as a dressing room, but it would not have been a dressing room at the time. It would have just been a room. What should we put in here? I was actually thinking about putting a wall here and turning this into a bathroom. I'd already uploaded the shell without a bathroom, but it would be such a convenient spot for a bathroom. Okay, also, last video I was complaining about not being able to find subway tile. We do have subway tile. It's called gristle glue. I swear we had it and I couldn't find it, and somehow I just kept missing it. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Okay, but apologies for just completely missing that. That's really awkward. Should go with this one, Old Time Antique Toilet. Sure, why not? Grab a little bath mat to make sure you don't slip and fall, because that would be really, really sad. Please don't do that. Yeah, that just feels like such a convenient spot for a bathroom, doesn't it? Let's see, this is gonna be a library. We'll put a desk and some bookshelves and stuff in there. What should we put here? Some sort of gamer activity, maybe? We're not doing music in here. We could do a game table. Grab an art for the wall. Oh, I guess I should change the walls out to match wallpaper. I might match it to this room here. Yeah, that seems like a good option. And I guess I need to keep bringing my curtains around. Ugh, curtains are so annoying. Okay, and then for this room, currently it has actually dark hardwood floors. Okay, let's go with that. That's nice. And the wallpaper has like a diamond-y pattern to it. I hate this wallpaper though, so I'm not gonna use it, even though it might be the only diamond-y one we have. This might be good. It is a little busy, but I think that could be okay. All right, let's grab that. And then, let's see, if we're gonna set this up as a library, we need some bookshelves. These are pretty nice. And I also want a chess table in here. I think I'm going to get rid of these chairs and swap them out with these, just for some consistency throughout the building. Ooh, actually, these chairs might be good as well. Let's use these for chess, because you're gonna be sitting there for a minute. And I think we should put a couple of sitting chairs over here. Based on the chair upstairs in Noah's office, I'm going to pick maybe this one, maybe this one. I think I like this one. All right, I'm going to grab this same table as well. I'm totally comfortable working from a limited furniture selection for this home. Oh, also, should we just swap out all of the fireplaces? All right, do you think that's cute? I think it's cute. So I guess it doesn't really matter what you think because I've already recorded and edited and whatever. All right, cool. Library, a little bit of a game spot, a more formal seating area with extra chairs. So many chairs everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Hallway's still looking pretty vacant, but it's a hallway, so what can you do? I'm just gonna do all the bathrooms really quick while I'm thinking about it so I don't have to think about it again. I am just going to go and give them pretty much all the exact same treatment. I guess the next room would be this sitting room here. First, just to be polite, we need to have a piano over here. Let's see, we've got this one, which has stickers and stuff all over it. This one definitely feels older. Of course, we can't change out the stool in front of it, so we'll just have to leave that. This room also has a diamondy wallpaper, which I already know we don't have, but I might be able to use a different swatch of this one. Let's see, it's got some pink in it. The carpet looks like it's the same as what was in the hallway. So just grab that, easy peasy. And do these curtains come in red? Because I'd really like to not have to dig through curtains again. They do not. All right, back we go. This isn't quite right, but I kind of like it in this room, so I might grab that one. Oh, here's a slightly longer one. And then over here, there's a little table and a little bookshelf on the wall and some pictures and clutter and a rocking chair, so we should be able to put that together pretty well. The one that I have a video of is a drop leaf, which I do not believe we have in here. Like, we do have a couple of drop leaf tables, but they're the big ones. This is a drop leaf table. That's a little large, and it has some decorations on it, and I just don't think I quite care for that in the space. So instead, I think I will go with this one. And then we'll grab a bookshelf for the wall. I'm just gonna raise that up with 9. And we need a rocking chair. This rocking chair has a cute little blanket over it, which I think is adorable. We do have chairs with blankets and we have rocking chairs, but we don't appear to have rocking chairs with blankets. I think this one probably be the closest. I was not anticipating to use so much horse ranch, but here we are. Next area I have is the mantle, and there's a clock above the mantle, which we don't use very often. I think that's in electronics. Yeah. This one stands on the fireplace, as does this clock, but this clock is definitely more the correct shape. So I think I'll just snag that real quick. And then there's a couple little like vases and clutter things up here, so it looks kind of like this. Oh, actually that's a remarkably similar size. Yep, I think I'll just go with a couple of these. I think we have an antique teapot clutter item, don't we? Oh, where is it? We're gonna start by base game again. This is what I was thinking of, little antique teapot. And there are tiny little pictures on either side, but they are going to just get lost in this wallpaper, so I'm not gonna bother with that. And then there is a round drop leaf table here in the middle. Whether this would actually be in a living room or whether it was just for display purposes to show off some of the stuff in the room, I'm not 100% sure, but I guess we'll put it in there anyway. I don't know, do we do that or do we go for like a more family room type room? Because in the house, this area, like right here, is blocked off, so you just sort of walk in, you take some pictures, you move on. Okay, well, I guess we'll put some of those on, and let's grab some of the crafting decor from, is it a kit? Nifty Knitting? Stuff pack? I know what I'm saying. Yeah, some of this stuff. Oh wow, that is huge. Unnecessarily huge. We're going to do some alt placement stuff because that's just too much. And we don't have a sewing box, but we do have a knitting box. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna hold alt and then actually I have to move it further away. That will keep the height of the object, but let me place it wherever I want. So we're gonna put all of our like little mending things over here. Then when I put the table back, there we go. You know what? On second thought, I really wouldn't mind having a separate craft room and a separate sitting room because then you don't get like all the couch all covered in the yarn fibers and stuff. Yep, you know what? I can see the merit in that. Oh wait, we have like fire poker things too. I forget about those constantly. I think they're in miscellaneous decorations here. Or are they in sculptures? Or are they called fire something? Because that would be incredibly handy. They are, look at that. Tools of fire. Let's just go through and place these by every fireplace real quick, just because that'll be handy. Also, looking at the fireplaces, it appears that the surrounding, like under the fireplace, is actually bricks in the home, but we decided to go with stone for assorted reasons that we've already discussed. So if you're looking at it being like, hey, in the photos, it's brick, not stone. Yep. There we go, fire tools for everyone. Okay, what else do we need? We need a tall back chair and a little sideboard type deal over here. Now I actually feel like this one is going to be the best because it has those tall spindly legs. I will try to lighten up the wood. Looks like that's what we're getting. And then we need a chair over here still as well. I know this isn't quite the right style. It's not the same style, but it is a similar shape. Oh, the colors in this pack are so bright though. Maybe this one? Yeah, I think that actually fits pretty well. Technically, this also has a little stool in front of it, but if we put a stool in front of it, it's not going to be great for gameplay, so I might just put one to the side. That'll work. And then we've got some decorative thingies to put on the table. Looks like some bottles, some boxes, a bust. A little globe might be cute, and I definitely know that we don't have all of these different glass bottles and things to display, so I think I'll go with a globe and try and find some sort of glassware or bottles or possibly vases. If I type in bottle, what happens? Oh, well, we've got this. We've got these with the candles. I don't like those. Congratulations, sentimental bottle. You win as the only thing that looks remotely appropriate. Also, I'd like a box. I want the trinket box. A box for my trinkets. It's Trinketville. Alright, time to alt place some stuff again. Alrighty, and then we just need a little bit of art right above it there. It'll be great. It's quite a collection of art. I'm probably just going to go with one of these single collection pieces because let's be real, we've got a lot of house to get through, and this is already my third sit down and record session. So yeah, oh, this is nice. It's got some like handwritten notes and stuff. Let's save real quick. Oh, it looks like there's actually a rug in here as well. Let's see if we can find one. Let's see, sort of an abstract pattern in the middle, maybe some florals with a dark border. It's got the florals in the dark. This one's not quite right, but it's got some of the same colors, and I think that it'll work down there. And also, let's be real, how right are we actually going to get with all this? And then this was just a walkway. I think there's another chair over here, though. I'm just gonna copy this one. All right, so there's my little sitting room, as is currently on display at the Greenfield Village. Did I ever put chimneys on this? Oh my gosh. It is my curse to never remember chimneys. We're not going with bricks, we're going with stones. But also, I feel like this is the right shape. Maybe we'll go with this one. Okay, where are all of our chimneys? Or our fireplaces? Same difference. We've got some here, we've got some back here. I'm just trying to get them at about symmetrical, because like you can move pipes around inside walls and whatever. All right, we're gonna call that good for oh, wait, I guess we technically need one more over here. Okay. Chimneys. That's enough chimneys. We're good on chimneys. We do need to do a dining room. Now, I know we don't have this wallpaper, but what can we do instead? I wish that this had the white baseboards and moldings like we've been using through the rest of the house, just because I think that this color is very pretty. But alas, we'd have to go with gray, and I don't really want to go with gray. I like the warm sort of cream color. Then again, simmers can't be choosers, so maybe we go with this? Yeah, I think that'll work okay. And then we have a very long table. I feel like this would be a four-tile table in game, which of course we do not have. So we'll have to go for a 3-tile. Or I wonder if we could take two 2-tiles and put them together. Do we have a 2-tile with a tablecloth besides this one? That's not gonna work out. Got that. Ugh. I don't like any of these options. I guess I'll do this, and we have a mix of chairs, and we already have a mix of chairs, so we'll just mix up our mix of chairs. That looks terrible, because for whatever reason, since these chairs aren't the same size, they don't look like they're slotting properly. And it's probably also because I put 2 tables together, but whatever. Okay, we also need our candlesticks, and the only candlestick I like is the Flame of Love from whatever this pack is called. Love Struck. Sure, that sounds right. Let's grab some dishes. I feel like what I want is probably in cottage living, and maybe does Country Kitchen have decorative stuff? Okay, so we've got the blue and white, which we don't really have here, which is weird to me. Fine. I'll go with one of these over here, I guess. And a pitcher, maybe? I just wanted to have some cute stuff on the table. I feel like this isn't actually going to be functional though. All right, so maybe we keep it a little bit more on the functional side. We'll put our candles here. And wait, isn't there like a plate of bread? Unless I'm thinking of an actual recipe. Oh, this. Oh, it's called loaves, not bread. And I think that they would be nice on my table, so I'm going to put them there. Oh, a tree. Like the tree of knowledge, which no Webster worked so hard on. All right. Oh, the floor in this room. The greenish, bluish, diamondish color. Once again, carpets. Maybe this one this time? Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. We also need some curtains, and we need some art, and we need more candles, and we need more clocks. I'm gonna grab the same clock because it's the only decent one, and we already know that, so put that over there. Now for the curtains, though. These are definitely more decorative curtains. It's kind of swaggy like this. Yeah, that'll work. Now there does appear to also be a sideboard behind this table, or behind this chair. However, I think if we put one back there, I'm not sure if the game will continue to work. But there's also nothing over here on this wall. So I propose that we pop that sideboard over here instead. Might even just use the same one from over here, just because I do like it. And then it's supposed to have some like plates and dishes and napkins and things on it. If I type in dish, what happens? Not much that's useful. Okay, how about some snacks? Historically accurate? No. Appropriate for a family home? I think so. And then this should also have a picture over it, so let's just use another one of these. There we go. Now there appears to be yet another side table over here. I did not realize side tables were so common. This one has another tablecloth on it. We could potentially use this, although it's a little bit large, so I think I'll skip the tablecloth and stick with a side table instead. This is open storage, which this table is not, but it feels like a useful thing to have, so we're gonna go with that, and I'll grab the last couple of art pieces from this selection to place in here. I personally still haven't thought of anything to put over here, and as long as we don't know what color these floors are, but we know this one, I guess I will just stick with copying and pasting the same floors. Not in the kitchen though, obviously. Now here's the deal. I know that old kitchens and new kitchens are set up very differently, and I'm going to go with new kitchen for function. So, oof, there are a lot of doors in here though. My goodness gracious. Oh, I do not like this, Sam I am. Do not like green eggs and ham or whatever this is. Okay, I like the stove, so I think we'll go with the country kitchen kit in the kitchen. I think there's a refrigerator. Yeah. Why do the whites not match? Do they match? They don't match. The off-whites match? Is this a lighting issue? Is this a me issue? Oh, there's a sink that comes with this pack as well, or this kit. But I don't remember if the sink connects properly. But yeah, like, let's see if we can actually even match the swatch. So it's this one. But then watch, if I put this cabinet next to it, there's a whole gap there. Like, that's great for losing objects. All right, so we're gonna have a tiny little start of a kitchen over here. I guess I'll still put the sink over here. Can I put a counter over here? Barely. All right, so we'll put a little bit of a counter over here. Maybe we'll put some cabinets over here. I know we have the pantry as well, but let's just look and see. Oh yeah, I like this open storage stuff. This is nice. Okay, are you going to place where I want you? It's looking like the answer is no. What does our short cabinet look like? Looks like some dish racks. You know what? Maybe these cabinets would be better over here. Oh, and then that's gonna clip right into the refrigerator. Thinking, keep thinking. Maybe we put the refrigerator in the pantry. Do you know another benefit of that? Is you can then lock it, your pantry, and then your visitor sims won't spend all their time going through your refrigerator and baking cakes and stuff. So can be an advantage. Does this just only place on the grid? Ugh, that's annoying. All right, well, I guess that's what's going there. Do we have like a cutting board or cookbook or something like that? Let's grab Country Kitchen and Home Chef Hustle and see what we've got for decor. Not a lot, but it'll suffice. I would like this cookbook. This is actually an incredibly useful item. Flour tin, cute things, cute things. Let's put the flour and sugar and whatever else over here. All right, so I'm gonna pull this cabinet out. I'm gonna hold Alt. I'm going to put my little decorations over here. Whoop. That'll help me put them where I actually want them, and it won't get in the way of too much stuff. Hooray! And then I guess I'll grab a little kitchen table as well. No results. Oh, I was like, where are my tables? I like this one. It looks pretty old, but I don't know how I feel about the metal band around it for this particular use case. So maybe we just grab another one of these, except with a cute tablecloth. Grab some chairs, little kitchen table thing. Yeah, I think it's cute. I think we should put an art in here. Oh, the wood block. This is what I was looking for like a cutting board. I was just gonna hang it on the wall, like it's being stored here. Okay. Ooh, don't we have like drying herbs or something? Let's put some of these over here. I don't know if you'd actually dry herbs over a fireplace. It feels like a good place to do it, but what do I know? Oh, good. The swatches the herbs don't actually change, just the swatches of the wood. I want to put some boots by the door. Think the door will still work? Here, let's move it over a little bit. Okay, grab my rug. I feel like I should change the walls of the kitchen as well. I don't know what they'd be though. Do you suppose they'd be brick? It's so cozy. Oh, I guess I should also add a candle or two. No, we shouldn't put a candle over by the herbs. That will certainly burn them right up. So we'll just put a couple candles like so. How are they seeing the rest of the time? The LED light bulbs in the ceiling. For this space, I'm just going to copy some of the wallpaper that we already have going because I can. Oh, I guess we also need to do the pantry. I forgot about the pantry. Whoops. No, I want to go here to surfaces, shelves. Okay, laundry You know what? That might work in here. I might move my door as well, because why not? All right, so if I move the door, the refrigerator should function here just fine. Then we have a cute little cabinet here with some laundry and stuff. Yeah. Oh, I should put the broom in here too. That would be nice. It's not called a broom. That would be easy. Is it called sweep or swept or something? Yeah, okay. Trash can. You are so right. I feel like none of these trash cans are too terribly historical, so I'm just gonna grab this one because it'll fit right here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then for these rooms, I'm going to set this up as almost like a mini apartment for Lucy. Obviously not with the kitchen because the kitchen's right here, and that was a large part of her job. But I'm going to still put a little bit of like a living space in here, I think, and do a little bedroom space in here. I'm going to move this door so that I can put a bed here. Maybe one of these? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'll grab that. We'll grab a dresser of some sort and a chair, or probably going to mostly be eyedroppering stuff that I already have, just because I've sort of already approved it in my mind. I think I'll grab a little stool here. That'll be nice. So there's a little bedroom, we have a little bathroom, and we'll do a couple of living chairs in here. Maybe this one with the blanket over it. What else would be nice to have in here? I feel like a desk would be good for whatever other tasks and duties came with the position. Add a rug, because it's nice. I feel like I should put more stuff in here, but I'm not sure what else would go in here. Maybe just a hutch for some personal belongings. You know, the best part about this hutch is we can add another candle. Pretty exciting. Oh, you know what? We should put another candle over here too. Oh, heck yeah. So many candles. I'd live there. It looks cozy. So I think that's our, well, I guess we should go ahead and furnish this back deck area. What should we put back here? Some family type stuff? I don't know if they did barbecuing, but we're gonna add a barbecue. I haven't used this one yet. You know what? Let's do that one. Sure. Why the heck not? Grab a barbecue, we'll grab a picnic table. I know that there are standalone tables. I like picnic tables because I think they're cute. We've been over this and I'm standing by that decision. I believe there are hanging lights out here as well. Actually, you know what? I've been a fan of this light that I've been using so far. I kind of want to put it in here. I don't remember if it's in the hallway or not, but it seems like a good thing to have. That out there, and let's do maybe a bench over here or something. Benches are handy. This one's nice. There, little bench. Sure, why not? Oh, I guess we need an outdoor trash can as well. I do like having this near the kitchen exit, so that's usually where most of the trash in the game ends up. Okay, now I think that's the first floor finished. So we've got our entryway, we've got our main hallway, we have a more formal sitting room with a game room sort of thing, and a library. We have a more casual family room, dining room, kitchen. Added a couple of bathrooms. Actually added 3 different bathrooms here, which weren't in the original plans. Pantry, and then a small apartment type setup for Lucy. So what's changed? I added bathrooms. I don't really know what the kitchen or apartment looked like, so I completely made that up. Obviously, a lot of the items are just as similar as I felt I could get, so the wallpapers don't match, the rugs don't match, the carpets don't match, the furniture doesn't match, but overall, I think it's pretty chill. And this is based on, and the Henry Ford approved posting this video, so if it was too far off, they'd tell me to redo it. Now, the upper hallway, I'm going to just do the exact same as the lower hallway. Now, this is how they have Mary's bedroom set up currently in the home. I would kind of like to make this more of a nursery because I think it would be cute. So let's see what we can do. I'll keep the blue wallpaper. The blue wallpaper is nice. Do you suppose this comes in a blue with the white? It sure doesn't. This one does, though. It's not remotely the right pattern. This is, oh, that's a little vibrant, but also like, what can you do? Besides download custom content, which we are not doing for this particular video. Let's go with that one. All right. Oh, I'll put it in the closet too. Why not? So technically at this point, Mary would have been 4-ish, 5 years old, something like that. Not quite in school yet, but also not in a crib. So I will grab one of the toddler beds, probably this one. And in the room currently, there's a chair over here, but I feel like putting the chair literally next to the child's bed would make a lot more sense. So I'm going to grab one of these chairs, and I'm going to see if we can match the wood tone a little bit better, and we can. There we go. Let's grab a rug. So now some nice blues in it. The floor itself is a brownish carpet. I guess I should probably grab that. Nothing too spectacular, just something kind of like this. Honestly, it's more the texture of one of these rugs, like this one. So maybe we put one of those in here. I'm gonna put some toddler toys in. You know what, to make sure this is gonna work, I'm gonna move this over here and then move the chair a little bit further away from the bed. Maybe more like this. So that should let the adults and children interact with the bed properly. Anyway, what toys do you suppose we'd have? I guess not cars yet, huh? Would have a horse for sure. Cats. Cats are a thing. I don't know if they discovered dinosaurs yet. I assume so, but I don't know if they were like common knowledge. Ooh, we can definitely use baby's first chamber pot though. So that's super cute. We'll put that over here. We definitely need the stacking blocks. Those are very, very important for development. I don't understand why the baby bookshelf is so high up. Like, don't you want the babies to be able to grab their own books? I guess not. We'll grab a toy chest. I like this one. Let's do a dollhouse. I'm going to shrink it down though. I wanted the puppet show thing as well. Is that an activity and skill? It is. I know that toddlers can't use this, but it's so cute. So I feel like we need to. Did I just put that out on the ground? I sure did. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. All right, now to make it actually like look cute, I'd like some of these floor cushions. I think that these would be cute to have in here, so I'll do that. I should also probably think of a different word to use, but hey, that's me. Limited vocabulary. Actually, this like quilted poof is almost better. Let's go with that. Where are the pillows? I don't know. These might be, gosh, they're so boring and useless, but whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna go on my little pillow rant again. If you raise it up 4 times, it's clipping into the chair. If you raise it up 5 times, it's floating over the chair. And yet the only way to place it is with move objects on. There's no slot on the chair. Very dumb. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna add a couple of pillows. When were hot air balloons invented? 1783. Wait, really? 1783? I thought it was like the 1500s or something. Wow, so those would have actually been kind of new. Huh, imagine that. I'm putting them on the wall anyway because I can. Ha! Take that. This room is very, 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 very boring. I want the quilt blanket. It's kind of hard to see the blocks on it. Let's move those over here. There we go. Easier to see. Got a little poof. That's looking better. Moving on to this bedroom. This would have been Louisa's bedroom. And the wallpaper in here has sort of like a green leafy lattice pattern, which is very pretty. I don't think we'll be able to replicate that, but I wonder if we could maybe bring some plants in or something instead. I guess we do have some florals, technically. We've got this, the banana leaf motif. Now there's not a carpet in this room currently. It is just the bare wood floor, which technically is supposed to be running the other direction. I don't know. I really don't like this big pattern. I think I'd rather stick with a smaller pattern. Maybe this one? About the closest I'm gonna get if we want to keep like the vines and stuff. Currently there are 2 beds in here. So I'm pretty sure that Louisa and Lucy both slept in here later on as Louisa got older and as Lucy needed to be upstairs for health reasons. Also, I just realized we didn't actually put curtains in this room. Whoops. Let's throw a couple of those down real quick, I guess. For now, I think we'll just try and make it like a teen room, you know? I'll do a double bed. This one might be pretty good. Or maybe the cats and dogs bed. This has some nice quilts on it. Do like the quilts. Isn't there another bed that has quilts too? Is it just the other cats and dogs bed? Or maybe this one. Well, we've already used that one. Let's go with this. Here you go. There's a nice bed there. There was a small table and a couple of chairs in this room, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and move those over to be by the window. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. And just a couple of nice simple chairs. We also, of course, need somewhere to store our clothes, so I'm gonna get a hanging rack on the wall if I can, as well as a standalone dresser. You know, I was not anticipating using this much horse ranch, but I feel like it's gonna work really well in this room. Okay, because technically the clothes in the room are hanging on the wall, which would have been more likely, but really the only thing we have that looks like that is either holding farming tools or a coat and a hat, and I think that this would be nicer and just cute to like hang dresses up on and whatever. You know, this is a really classic dresser shape. I'm kind of surprised that there's not really a dresser that looks like that in the game. This could be pretty close. Kind of tall though. You know, it does have a mirror on it, so maybe we'll just do like a 2-in-1 situation. There we go. And I haven't been paying too much attention to lighting, which is definitely an oversight on my part. I like having the ceiling lights though, although if we wanted to have some little shelves for candles and things in the rooms, that would make sense. Press F5 for my quarter tile placement again. This makes me nervous just because fire safety, but you know, whatever. Now, it looks like in this room there's also some art. There's a dry sink, or a stand with a basin and pitcher on it, although I don't think we have that in the game exactly. There was a rocking chair, which I assume would be pretty comforting to sit in. I like rocking chairs, so maybe we'll grab another one of those. I think I will use this one here. Put it over here. Sure, that looks nice. And what else should we put in here? What are some teen type skills and activities? Maybe some cross stitching? That feels historically appropriate. Maybe dig out a couple of projects. If I go to show all and then go grab, that'd be cottage living and knitting that would have the tiny little decoration pieces. That, or I'm thinking of debug stuff specifically. All right, well, let's take advantage of Better Build By. Why not? And we are going to go to content and include debug and live edit. And now hopefully I should be able to see some of the craftable items in here. Oh, I can also expand my menu with this key, which I never use because I never need it. But hey, this would be a good time to use that. Penguin in a beanie, totally historically accurate. Ooh, let's grab some needlepoint to put up here too, maybe. I recognize some of the flaws here in regards to historical accuracy. However, these are cute, and I want this to feel like a nice family home just as much as I would like for it to feel like a historical home. So trying to mix and match a little bit. All right, well, that's a decent room. And there weren't any rugs, but we cannot be living that life. So let's grab a rug. I like this one from Cats and Dogs, which I've sized down a bit. I think that just adds a little bit of something to the floor. Oh, I didn't put any extra art on the walls. Coming back. Did we add this stuff already? I don't think so. Here. Okay, now we're going to move on to this bedroom. So this would have been, at the time that we're pretending we're living here, Noah and Rebecca's room. As it's on display currently, it's a guest room. There is a 4-poster bed in here, so we should definitely do that. All right. Oh gosh, which one's actually going to be closest? Because our options are this one, which doesn't have curtains on it at all. This one, which is actually pretty cute, but not very detailed. This one, which is a little bit too detailed and also might be too tall for our room. I thought there was another, oh yeah. Or this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up going with this one. All right, the bedspread currently is just white. We've got a little bit of floral stuff happening, so let's go with this one, I guess. And it looks like pretty much all the curtains on this floor currently are just some white, nice swag curtains. So I'm gonna stick with these base game ones and just pretend that that makes sense and works. Oh, I also low-key forgot that there's a closet here. What if we just pop the potty in there? I don't know if it'll work, but it feels convenient. Maybe less stinky. Okay, currently there's a little dresser and a chair and some art and stuff over here, so let's work on that. We should probably grab some more candles. I also realized that we're using silver and gold candlesticks, but I feel like I've seen both in the images, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna snag one of these chairs. I know that they have a cushion on them and the ones in the picture don't. I don't care. I just want a cute little chair over here by the window. That's where I'll be. Oh, I didn't even do the wallpaper and floor. Okay, is this carpet the same as what's been in other rooms? It's a little bit different. I think I'm going to go with the trumpet vine carpet thing for this one. And then there's another dresser, mirror, chairs, art setup thing over here. And you know what? Let's grab another one of these. Whoop, that was exciting. Another one of these chairs to put over here as well. So there's a little dressing area for this bedroom. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, there are a couple of armchairs actually that are sat in front of the fireplace as well. There one or two? Yeah, just the one. Okay, that makes sense because I was wondering how it's going to fit two, but there's just the one. I might go with this one again. Over here looks empty and lonely now though. What if we grabbed this? I like it as a decoration as a globe. The bar function is just a bonus as far as gameplay is concerned. And I'm gonna add a second chair just because I can't not. It looks so sad and lonely. It needs a friend. There's another bedroom. These bedrooms are actually going by pretty quick, which I'm thankful for. Currently at the end of the hallway is just some stuff on display. I think I'm going to grab my lantern again because it's pretty and I like it. It's always a good time for a chess table. I think we already have one downstairs, but I don't care. We're adding another one. I might put another chair here just because there seem to be chairs everywhere. I assume a lot of the reason the chairs are everywhere is because there were just a lot of chairs made, so it's fairly easy to find old chairs. That's my guess. I don't think that it's necessarily normal to have this many chairs sprinkled through your house. But like, that's cute. I should probably put some art on the walls. I'm not gonna have little plaques like at the museum just explaining who lives here because you don't need that if you're the one who lives there. I feel like I'm running out of art that I actually want to put in the house though. Okay, so currently this is set up as a bedroom office combination. However, we're just gonna do an office and we are breaking out book nook. I'm going to sort by book nook and here's why. Not all of the objects have books on them. Not all of them count as bookshelves, but if we go to show all, then we can see all of them. And obviously we're gonna have a lot of books, but it would still be nice to like mix it up a little bit, you know? We're just gonna mix it up. Oh, that's right. I really can't put another full one on top because then it gets weird. Okay, so I think that'll be fine. It doesn't clip into my ceiling. Hip hip hooray. And then of course we can change out a couple of the pieces for some different color books. Okay, so we got some books, we'll do a desk, we'll have all sorts of fun things. I'm thinking a nice big desk right in the middle, right in front of the fireplace, so when you get mad at your notes, you can just ball them up and chuck them in. This is a nice desk. I like this desk. Okay, obviously we need more in here than just this. Maybe, let's see, let's add some more curtains. Don't we have like a super duper cluttered desk with all the old books and stuff? Yeah, let's grab this desk too, actually. Why not? Why not have multiple desks? And then I'm just gonna look for book, and I'm just gonna pile a whole bunch of books all around this desk. Here are some books. Here's some more books. I don't even know how reasonable it would be to have this many books, just because they were really expensive. The printing press obviously had already been developed, but like, that's still a lot of money. Ooh, a super old book. This can be a nod to how many languages the dude learned to actually create the dictionary for us. No matter how you feel about it, you have to admit it is pretty impressive. We'll put a couple of these old book thingies over here as well. Do we have the little like quill pen thing? We do. Amazing. Ooh, how about some stacks of papers and notes? I wonder. I thought we had like stacks of paper. Was it from Strangerville maybe? Strangerville, my beloved. What have you got for us today? Oh, we got some unorganized documents. This is what I was looking for. Sprinkle some of these around. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, cool. That's what I wanted. I wonder if any of these will slot up here. Kind of. All right. I think that's nice. We have a step stool in front of the bookshelf so we can actually get up and reach the books. That's actually really cute. I think I'll add that. I believe we have a little stepping stool type looking thing. Oh, we've got this from Horse Ranch. I was thinking of the one from Snowy Escape, I think, but this will work. Now we can reach things. Yay! And the walls in here are just plain, so overall this is a pretty plain looking room. Let's put a rug in. Yeah, that's not the right century, but this is nice. There we go. Okay, I think that helps. Now, currently at the house, this door is here, and this door connects to this room, and this room is like a showcase of all of Webster's works. Don't really think I feel like putting in a whole museum exhibit in this house, especially if our goal is to help it feel family friendly. Okay, so we have Mary, Louisa, Noah, and Rebecca. We have Lucy downstairs still, and it looks like we may also have Eliza at this point. I don't know when Eliza got married. I was unable to find that year. So Eliza would actually be a young adult, 20s at this point. I feel like she would appreciate maybe a room away from the rest of the chaos. So I think I'll probably draw inspiration from these rooms to build up Eliza's room over here. And you know what? Let's make this another family room type room. It's gonna make more sense for our storylines than a museum, a shrine. I think I'll just maybe copy this in here, so that'll help it read as more of like a communal room. You know, it's less personalized. Anyway, I was going into activities and skills. You know what wouldn't be accurate, but would be fun is foosball. I like the foosball table a lot. That's a really fun activity. Is that in here? Got darts. I guess we could put darts in here too. I'm sure that won't disrupt Webster's work at all. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Let's see what other things. Oh, we were using these chairs as well. I'm going to bring these chairs up, maybe recolor them, because why not? I can add a little table. I'm gonna grab more of my mixed metal candlesticks to sprinkle about. And I actually do like a lot of the swatches that are on this rug, so maybe we go with this one in here. Let's put some art in here too, why not? Ooh, actually, I'm gonna grab one of these clocks, put that there, and then we'll grab some art. Now, are you able to actually click on the clocks in live mode and set alarms for your Sims to wake up at a certain time? Because that would be so handy, but I feel like I haven't been able to, but it seems like you should be able to. So if any of you know whether or not that's a thing and could share that knowledge with me, that would be massively appreciated. Who knows? Then we still have to set these two up. Let's make this one a guest bedroom, and we'll make this one Eliza's room. So a young adult room. We'll bring in a cozy bed. Let's see, what wallpapers have we been using? This one. Might copy the same carpeting over as well. I could like just a simple rug under the bed here because the bed pattern itself is quite busy. Maybe we grab this one. Sure, that's a nice simple rug. And then I'll snag my same dresser and wardrobe because I'm gonna have roughly 6 hours of footage to go through to edit this for all y'all, and that is a lot. So forgive me if I just sort of rush through the last couple of bedrooms here. I'm gonna copy some pieces of furniture. You know what? Let's grab some chairs. We'll grab some curtains as well, I think. This room has a lot of windows, holy cow. And let's give Eliza a little workspace of her own, because if she's still at home at 20, I'm sure she's doing some sort of work, whether that's some sort of accounting work. I'm not really I don't really remember what all jobs women were doing, but I believe women would have been doing bookkeeping and stuff like that. And I mean, she's Noah Webster's kid. From what I understand, a lot of his children, while they weren't necessarily like a super rich family or anything at the time, went on to marry quite influential figures. I'm sure it had nothing to do with them living right next to Yale and that being Noah Webster's alma mater. Obviously that school has developed quite a name for itself. So we don't have an easel yet. Let's give Eliza an easel. I'm sure no paint will get on the curtains. It'll be fine. Okay, I think that's where I will leave Eliza's room, whether or not she lived here again. I don't know. Should I know? Maybe. And I think for the guest room, I'd like to bring this bed back because it has so many cute swatches on it. Let's do some of the florals. I think those are great. And you know what? For the dresser here, let's use these chests. You know, so like if you're traveling, so where you'd put those, and we'll give you a place to hang your clothes too, I suppose. Okay, and then what else could we put in here? Should we put a little bookshelf maybe? Oh, you know, we haven't used this bookshelf yet. Is there anything else that we need for a functioning home that we don't have yet that would be helpful to just chuck in here? I don't think so. You know what I should totally add though, just to make everybody miserable, is the laundry baskets and the laundry tub and the laundry line. That is a great idea. So we're just gonna pop over into laundry day. We're gonna grab a nice little basket and we're just gonna go through and put this some places. Where should this go? This down here. And laundry lines. You know what? I'm gonna add 2 laundry lines. A lot of people live here. There we go. I think that's the interior at this point. You'll have to let me know how you feel about what I changed and what I didn't. Also, gosh, the floors just feel so plain. I cheat that a little bit. All right. Yeah, I am so curious to know what you guys feel, how you guys feel about this. I think we can finally do the landscaping. You know what? This house is placed kind of weird on the lot. Let's scooch it over a little bit, just because then the main front door and the main back door, well, both of the main back doors will lead around to this side of the yard, so then we can put some kids' activity things back here for the kids and grandkids to play. Historically accurate, don't care. And then we can put in some vegetable bed planters as well. I think that'd be pretty cute. Nothing too crazy. I want a swing set. Do I want the season swing set? I want this one, but this is an early access thing, so I feel bad using the early access stuff. Maybe we'll use this, because I'd love to have like a swing hanging from a tree or something, but I can't do that. So I think we'll just do the swings. I would like some vegetable bed planter thingamajigs. Is there anything else that I might be missing, or can I just put some trees down? There's also not like landscaping currently, so should I add some? Like, it makes sense why they wouldn't do that. I'm sure that plants growing on and around the historic homes is going to make repairs more difficult and also accelerate the need for repairs. They've got tourists every which way, so trying to keep the tourists out of the plants, I imagine, would be quite challenging. But I kind of want to put some flowers in. Here we go. So I'm gonna put one of you here, and I'm gonna put one of them over here. Got a few trees going. You know what? Let's put another one here, here. I should look up and see what sort of landscaping, if any, these types of homes would have. I feel like I need something, otherwise it's going to be way too boring. You know, I'm gonna add just a couple of little flowers, maybe even just wildflowers. I think I need to scale them down. See, doesn't that look so much nicer just to have a little bit of landscaping at the front? I'm gonna add some wildflowers around these trees as well, because I can. Who's gonna stop me? Potentially the Henry Ford after I send this in for judgment, but we'll see. Okay, we've got plants, we've got flowers, we've got furniture, we've got paint, we got chimneys. Let's grab some dirt and paint under our landscaping. For this, oh, I guess we need a mailbox. I should probably add one of those. I should add that before I forget. Stop. All right, resume. And I'm going to make it all the way soft and bring it down once more to add some like foot crushing type texture, you know, crushing all the grass and whatever around here. Oh, I'll add some around our swing set to help it feel more grounded. And of course, our little kids dragging their feet trails. Let's see, should we add a little bit of a desire path thing happening going around to the vegetable beds? There we go. Actually, you know what? Bring that all the way to the front. Because there is so much lawn here, I'm going to go through with these flowers on the train paint and just sort of double click a few places just to sprinkle in a little bit of life. Save. And that's where I'm going to end this video. Well, almost, of course. We're going to do a little recap session. So, Noah Webster had this house built for his family in Connecticut near Yale University for a general location in 1823. It is here that he published his magnum opus, his greatest work, the Dictionary of the American Language, with over 70,000 entries, which was insane. Insane by any standards that had been developed so far at the time. Now, pretty please, let me know what you think of this video in the comments down below. I am dying to know your thoughts. I know that this is a bit different than the rest of the Build Like a Nerd series. It was kind of more of like a build along with me as opposed to a tutorial. However, I think that it still very much fits under the Build Like a Nerd umbrella. I wasn't as concerned about doing the tutorial aspect since we have built Georgians before, and it's a very simple structure for you to follow. I was more interested in exploring how we can recreate historical homes in the game with you guys. Of course, thank you again to the Henry Ford for getting me out to Greenfield Village to make this video possible. And speaking of making the video possible, I hate asking for interaction. I feel like a selfish little beggar, but the fact of the matter is, if you guys want to see more videos like this, if you want to encourage other organizations to pay my travel fees and get me out on location to build more historical homes in video games, what a weird concept. The best way for me to approach people or for them to find me is for you guys to interact with the video so that I have better numbers to show them to get deals like this. I definitely don't make enough to just travel around the world and build historical sites all by myself. So yeah, if you want to see more like this, literally the best thing you can do is leave a like and leave a comment if you're able. I remember reading books about Noah Webster as a kid and thinking just how crazy that man's brain must have been to become so obsessed with language. And then I'm seeing myself just dive further and further into my own interests, and I'm like, all it takes really is a supportive family, a couple of special interests, and 60, 70, 80 years. So who knows? Who knows what we'll all do by the time life is over. So yeah, a lot of reminiscing happening, a lot of contemplating the future as I built through the past today. Thank you so much from the bottom of my weird little nerd heart for building along with me today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you thought this video was fun, you're probably going to enjoy these other videos on screen, including the original Georgian tutorial. Now, this was one of my early tutorials. This was in the first wave of Build Like a Nerd, so please give me some grace. My voice does not sound this crisp, and I think there was background music, but hey, we're learning together. I have to go now, but I look forward to building with you all again very, very soon. Bye!